Welcome back to Panther Sports Zone. My name is Joshua Fontenot.
And I'm Joshua Howard. You know, Josh, this past Sunday was really great for me. But let's ask you first. How was your Easter Sunday?
Man, I didn't even do all as much that I want to because I was doing this, documentary that's literally due today.
Ooh,
But Sunday, I took the time just to, just relax a little bit and go Easter egg hunting with my family.
all right.
But talk about me. What about you?
I had a productive Easter Sunday. Family came in. They came in from Dallas, and
Mm,
it was a great family environment. We all ate. We all played games. We haven't seen each other in a minute, even though they're in Dallas.
yeah.
I was just happy to see everybody. I was just happy to see everybody. We ate good. We made jokes. Unfortunately, my grandma wasn't there, but
Uh,
next time she can come. Uh, that was my Sunday. But enough about Sunday. Let's talk about today. Tipping off today's show, we want to give a special shout out to Ryan Payne, who was selected to the Box 2 Row First Team HBCU All American Team. From the press box to the press row is a nationally syndicated Sirius XM radio show that airs in markets such as Washington, D.C., the U.S. Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, Tampa, Pittsburgh, Memphis, Austin, and more. Payne led the Lady Panthers basketball team in points, assists, steals, and free throws percentage. On the season, Payne averaged 16.2 points per game, 3.4 rebounds per game, 2.5 assists per game, and 2.3 steals per game on 41, 30, 84 shooting splits. During the season, Payne posted a season best scoring of 27 points versus Alabama A&M. This includes a game where Payne was perfect from the free throw line versus UAPB, going 12 for 12 from the line. Payne was selected as the Southwestern Athletic Conference Newcomer of the Year and SWAC's first team after leading PVAMU to a spot in the SWAC Conference tournament. Congratulations on yet another accomplishment, Ryan.
And so starting with softball, our Lady Panthers softball team was in action again over the holiday weekend versus our rival, Texas Southern, in a three-game series. The Lady Panthers were dominant once again, remaining undefeated in the conference play with a three-game sweep over the Lady Tigers. The Lady Panthers took game one behind a stellar performance by their starters. As each starter managed to reach base, the Lady Panthers would win the game 7-6. Junior Callie Massey started in the circle and picked up the win for Prairie View A&M. The right-handed pitcher went for 7 innings, giving up 6 runs, all of them earned, on 10 hits, allowing 2 walks and a strikeout one. Trailing 1-0, the Panthers put runs on the board in the first inning. The Lady Panthers offense started clicking and putting up 5 runs, including a home run of bat senior and 2-run double from senior Audrey Garcia. In game two, Prairie View A&M 1-run fifth inning provided to be the difference as the Panther emerged with a victory on Saturday against Texas Southern Tigers 2.
Senior Jalen Davis came across to score the lone run of the inning for PV, which brought the score 2-1 in favor of the Panthers. The score remained 2-1 for the rest of the game as PV held on to the win. In the third and final game, senior Jerica Rojas and junior Haley Elizararas, sorry if I butchered that name, combined to throw a shutout on Saturday as the PVAMU Panthers blanked the Texas Southern Tigers 1-0, taking the three-game series. Rojas started and picked up the win for PV, going 4.1 shutout innings while giving up 7 hits, walking 2, and striking out 1. Elizararas was dealing out of the bullpen as well, going 2.2 shutout innings, allowing 3 hits, walking 2, and striking out 4. Unfortunately, we have to go to a commercial break. There seems to be technical difficulties.
Due to hard work and dedication, I was able to be blessed with this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to get industry experience with film executives and Showtime and just learn from them, building a family while also believing in myself. The course I took while I was in this program was screenwriting, digital video production, and also a globalization course. The reason why these are important is because it tethers the type of project work I was doing in this curriculum for project lead with industry experience and academic achievement. Mentors that I've interacted with the most have been Dr. Yvette Ferguson and Joy Brown. I had imposter syndrome in the first few days solely because this is my first actual year in mass communications. And with them and also my professors at Prairie View, I was able to not only achieve greatness in this program, but also just establish a powerful network. I believe this program has invested into my career goals because it allowed me to have more experience, more network with mentorship, and last but not least, more confidence within myself.
I was just so excited for the opportunity just to network and learn more about the film and entertainment industry. So the courses that I did take had to deal with marketing, audience research, publicists, how to do resume building, professional development, and how to write a script and how to do script notes. I learned about how to do an email pitch and what to put in an email pitch and the different elements. And one thing that I did not know for sure was how to create a portfolio of all of the work that I've done. And it was just so exciting. And it was also exciting to see how audience research was done and how they take the demographics of the people watching their shows and how they are able to target it certain audiences. Some of the mentors that I interacted with was a person from HR named Tariana, and she taught me about resume building and professional development and how to conduct interviews and why is it important for you to be prepared for interviews. I also met with Erin Flynn, who was part of the marketing team, and how they are able to use marketing campaigns. I was very curious whether or not I wanted to go into the film and entertainment industry, or did I just want to stick to what I know was the news industry. And it helped me, tie down what things that I'm able to do, such as marketing, public relations. It has a lot to do with mass media, with the mass media industry and the news industry as well. And it just helped me further my knowledge about the film and entertainment industry.
To put it in one word, I was surprised, because this is one of those programs that is coveted by many but received by few. So just to see that my name was on that list, it was a blessing, but again, I was very surprised. Some of the courses that we took in the program were programming and development, audience testing with research, publicity, and I would say overall I was very prepared for them. Luckily, I've taken some of those type of classes here at Prairie View, so I came in with a bit of knowledge about those courses going in. But one of the things that I learned was that on the marketing side of things is that it comes together over a period of time longer than you would think. It isn't just thrown together in, say, even a few months, because there's research that goes into it, audience testing, things like that bring together the overall marketing department and how to properly market a show. Some of the mentors that I interacted with were Kim Lemon and Brendan Kuti. What they taught me was that their careers were not linear in the way that they got to where they are now. So what that taught me was that, just to stay the course and it'll all come together eventually. There are other things in the field of communications that piqued my interest. So what this program did for anything when it comes to my career is that, not to be closed-minded when it comes to pursuing those career goals. There are people, and I consider myself one of them, who live the stories that don't get told. We live in the neighborhoods that don't get talked about, and we work at the jobs that don't get as much coverage as they should. So being the culture creator for me means shedding a light to those stories that so desperately need to be told.
this program, being that this is my senior year, was going to give me my chance to really go out there and show my creativity and be able to see things I never knew that existed in this communication industry. I would say the courses I took in the program, for me, they all were publicity, programming, script writing, and also the pasta model. And I was pretty good with all the projects, but whenever it came for me to do the reel for the Shy project, that was kind of where I kind of felt a little stuck a little bit, just due to the fact I know how to edit, but editing's never really been my best skill. I actually end up liking that the most, which is really crazy to me. And I would say that's one of the assignments that I kind of struggled with, but I actually succeeded in that. I would definitely say a mentor that I felt connected to. I felt connected to everyone that I was able to speak with, but I'm definitely going to say Dr. Ferguson, just being that she was the person who was over the Project Lead program. And I feel like anything that I had to discuss with her, anything regarding problems or me reaching out towards an assignment or trying to better understand things, I would sometimes find myself questioning myself and my creativity and my work and my ideas that I want to do. And by speaking to Dr. Ferguson, she really showed me that it's all about my creativity and what I think is best, and no idea is a bad idea. Before I came to this program, I was confused. My strong aspect always been in journalism, and I knew I wanted to do something regarding like digital social media and learning programming and like the script writing and all that good stuff. It really showed me that in this field, it's so much that can be done. In this communication field, we all really, it's like you gotta know somebody. It's really a close community, and by us being able to experience this opportunity together, it just shows us that we can achieve more, also that we have those possible connections in the future with one another. Being a culture creator has showed me so much, just by knowing that my class, we are the culture and the future depends upon us.
While applying for it, I was very nervous and excited at the same time, but to learn that I was even considered to be a part of the program, I was super grateful and happy. So we learned over 5 courses, and the one that I really thought that I knew most about, I really didn't. And it was the marketing aspect along with the programming aspect. So I learned how the ins and outs go with programming and marketing, along with creative marketing as well. This program allowed me to be more confident in my craft. It has also allowed me to be more transparent when it comes to different industries, especially in the entertainment industry. So I know that it will help me excel in my media and marketing. I think being a culture creator, it's a person that is very authentically themselves, and they're not afraid to be themselves. We have a really good department that sets us up to even be in spaces like that. So I knew that we were capable to be in that room, and I think we did a really good job. I would like to say thank you to Showtime and the Culture Creators Program, and also thank you, Professor Clomax, for presenting this opportunity for us.
It was a good feeling, actually. I was very, very excited and just shocked and grateful that they even picked more students from our school when they could have just went and got other people from different universities. For the most part, with the homework assignments that we were given, I would say I was very, very prepared, and my classes that I've taken in the past helped. But what I will say is we did have one assignment that was a pasta model, and I never heard of a pasta model ever before, and it was a part of like marketing technique. And I personally want to go into digital marketing, so that helped me and pushed me more to do that. That probably was like the only assignment that took forever to get done with. It was a challenge, but once you get that feedback from Dr. Ferguson, it was just like, wow, I struggled all of this time just to find out that I did really, really good on it. Kim Lemon, and he did researching for Showtime, which did the research insights. He made that job sound so interesting. It's like he sold almost everybody on the Zoom call when it came to research. I would have just thought they were looking at numbers all day and comparing, but no, they actually sit and talk to these people. And another mentor was Brandon County, and he is over programming. So he talked more so about scripts, which leads back to another assignment we did. We had to write script notes. I've never written script notes ever before, but it was just like, I enjoyed reading the scripts of my favorite TV shows, and I wanted to compare how the script was and what they changed when they were actually filming. I think this program has not only helped me with my career goals, but kind of narrowed down with what I want to do in the future. All the networking, the HR support, new resumes, mentors, if we put it all to use, I can probably walk out in this world and get any career that I want. I've heard people like, wow, Showtime, huh? And I'm like, yeah, Showtime.
They really equipped us for them because they were pretty simple in terms of like the assignments that we had to do, but they gave us the extra knowledge that we needed if we didn't already have it. So for example, for the research assignment where we had to go in and do a focus group survey, the class prior, we literally went through the survey and talked about, you know, how you're supposed to answer this question, this, that, and the third. For the marketing assignment, we had to create like a actual presentation breaking down how we were going to promote The Chi season 3. And like I said, they literally took us in it step by step on how to do it. And they were there every step of the way for how we were supposed to do it correctly. So the one that really stood out to me was Brendan County. He spoke to us primarily about his job, but more so than that, more about the mindset to have in the entertainment industry, and talked about how to, not necessarily how to stay motivated, but I guess how to stay disciplined. He started from like the very bottom, sorting out mail for a big company. And so I asked him, how can you stay motivated in order to get to where he was? Because he's like the vice president of a department. And he literally was like, it's not about motivation. It's about staying disciplined and just coming and doing it even during the bad days. And that was definitely something that I took for myself. Prior to going into the fellowship, I didn't really know which field I wanted to go into because I know I wanted to go into public relations. But joining the fellowship really put a lot of things into perspective when it comes into the entertainment industry. And so now I pretty much know that that's the path that I want to go into.
Hello, welcome back. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but we have it all figured out now. Now let's continue back with our softball story. The Lady Panthers are now 11-0 in SWAC conference play, with their next conference matchups scheduled for April 5th and April 6th. First, they will go to College Station to play the Lady Aggies tomorrow, April 2nd at 6 p.m. Now let's talk about our softball team and how excellent they are, going 11-0 in SWAC conference.
Yeah.
What kind of mentality do you think plays a role in that dugout? You know, to be 11-0, to constantly winning. What's going on in their minds?
Man, I think it's just being dominant throughout the whole season. Like, finish strong. Like, the season is over once that last game is played, that championship, and so you got to stay consistent every single time. You know, it's going to be inconsistencies throughout games, but you got to make those adjustments. And that's what I think pretty much.
You talk about making those adjustments. I think it's also the feeling of the feeling of winning. Yeah, you know, once you get a feeling of it, you don't want it to lose. You don't want to have something else besides that feeling of winning. Yeah. So that's I think that shows a lot when it comes to 11-0, because you play one game, okay, we got this, but then you continue and you continue. Yeah. I'm not feeling about losing, so I feel like we're gonna clear. With softball, these girls put in time, dedication, and effort when it comes to practicing. I've seen them personally practice, and all they do mainly is cardio, and that's softball. As long as they continue to keep as long as our cardio is better than yours, we can go longer than any other team, and it's showing. You know, we're outscoring them. We're outscoring everybody. Pitching wise, we're there. We're there. We have the talent on both sides, defensively and offensively. Right. Going 1 for 3. Jalen Davis going 1 for 3. And 1 for 3, that may not sound, difficult. It's pretty hard. Yeah. If you tried hitting a softball, people will go 0 for 15. I've tried personally. My sister played. I've never hit a ball off of her.
A
Yeah,
softball?
it's softball, and I play baseball. So I'm like, oh, okay, it's simple. No, it's not. But going 1 for 3, that's talented.
Yeah, and it shows like the competitive nature that they have and and what they established and the chemistry that they built. And so it's just all thanks to the coach because the coach is pretty much the role model when it
Right.
comes to any sport. And so it's good that they have that specific role model to like pump them up
Right.
into doing what they're doing today.
I totally agree. Coach is the pinnacle of a person that has to keep everybody in check.
Yeah.
Make sure everybody's doing their job. Once everybody is in their positions, I put you in those positions for a reason. That's the coach's reason.
Yeah.
All those girls are in those positions for a reason, and obviously, 11-0, the coach is making some correct decisions.
Yeah.
She goes off. She talks to her team not like they're players, but as if they're her kids. I've heard her. I've heard the coach. I've heard the coach. He sorry, I said she. He talks to them, and they're his kids. He wants to encourage them to play the best, and it's showing. They want to impress, and they're impressing. I'm impressed.
Yeah, I'm impressed too. And I kind of agree about the shooting as your kid because weirdly, my coach one day said, "I'm your dad." Everybody was like, "Whoa, like what is you talking? You ain't my dad." But it's just saying that okay, I'm gonna lead y'all into not just being better players, but like being better people when you graduate. And so that's what I highly expect from a coach.
Because softball, baseball, sports aren't forever unless get into that league. But it's the important lessons that you learn. I was told by my coach, baseball is a microcosm of life. So everything that's shown in that sport is going to be on the outside tenfold.
Mm-hmm.
Having bad games. Well, not the Lady Panthers. Guys are 11-0. But when they do have bad games or they have bad practices, how do you recover from that? How do you, okay, this happened. How am I going to get past this?
Mm-hmm.
Do I just shell up? Do I just, blame somebody else? No, they don't do that. And the chemistry that they have, I'm going to hold you accountable. And I want you to hold me accountable.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they do.
Yeah.
Everybody's holding each other accountable, and it's showing.
Yep.
If they weren't, on each other, it would show in their record. They would be losing.
Right.
Because if I'm doing my job and you're not doing your job, I'm gonna get mad at you. That's not the right mentality to take. They don't have that mentality at all. And I'm watching these games because they're playing like a family. They're playing together.
Yeah.
That's my 2 takes. That's my 2 cents on our softball team.
Okay.
But we're going to take a short break. When we come back, we will talk about our baseball team. So stay tuned after the break.
While applying I was very nervous and excited at the same time, but to learn that I was even considered to be a part of the program, I was super grateful and happy. So we learned over 5 courses, and the one that I really thought that I knew most about, I really didn't. And it was the marketing aspect along with the programming aspect. So I learned how the ins and outs go with programming and marketing, along with creative marketing as well. This program allowed me to be more confident in my craft. It has also allowed me to be more transparent when it comes to different industries, especially in the entertainment industry. So I know that it will help me excel in my media and marketing. I think being a culture creator, it's a person that is very authentically themselves and they're not afraid to be themselves. We have a really good department that sets us up to even be in spaces like that. So I knew that we were capable to be in that room, and I think we did a really good job. I would like to say thank you to Showtime and the Culture Creators Program, and also thank you, Professor Clomax, for presenting this opportunity for us.
Welcome back to Panther Sports Zone. And so, continuing with our show, we're going to talk about baseball now. In their game against Huston, Tilston, sorry about that. Prairie View managed a remarkable 8 hits, but they ended up on the losing side of the scoreboard. The Panthers out-hit their opponents, but they couldn't turn those hits into runs, and in the end, they lost a very close game. The Rams took advantage of their chances and defeated Prairie View by a close score of 5-4. Despite the results, Prairie View showed off their offensive prowess and their ability to advance runners. But in the end, they were unable to get past the Rams' offensive performance. To begin the game against Huston Tillotson, Prairie View and them 13-15. Sent sophomore Camden Farmer 0-3 to the mound. However, Farmer took the loss because the Panthers could not pull off the victory despite his best efforts. But in the middle of the loss, junior Elijah Breeden proved to be a bright spot for the Panthers. Breeden came into the game from the bullpen and performed well, moving with control and accuracy. He held the opponent scoreless, allowed no hits, gave up no walks, and struck out one batter in one inning of work. Demonstrating his pitching skills, Brendan's outstanding performance gave Prairie View A&M hope despite the heartbreaking loss and revealed a bit of his potential.
Moving on to our golf segment. While it's golf related, remember to put Wednesday, April 3rd on your calendars, as our women's golf will be competing in Katy, Texas all day. They're going to be playing some of the best game of golf that they ever played. Well, they're obviously going to play because they're the best. Also, Wednesday is Student Athletes Day, honoring the commitment and accomplishments of our student athletes on and off the field. It's a day to support and honor our Panthers' dedication to excellence and hard work.
And so moving on, we're going to talk about PB versus everybody at the spring game. And so the Prairie View A&M football team is preparing for the annual spring game next Saturday, April 13th, here at Blackshear Field. The game will begin at 4 p.m. The annual Purple versus Gold game will showcase next year's team as the squad gears up to make a deep run next season. Admission to the game is $10 with free entry for students. You can secure your parking spot for $20 through Park Mobile. To purchase tickets, visit the official PVMU Instagram and hit the link in the bio. The tailgate will begin at 9 a.m. with the Panther Zone fan area opening at 10 a.m. and remaining open until 6 p.m. The alumni will take center stage as they participate in the official alumni game at 11 a.m. This proceeds to the official Purple versus Gold spring game, which will kick off at 4 p.m. Lionel Mosby, if I get it wrong, I'm sorry, from PV versus Everybody was able to check out the team at their first spring scrimmage in preparation for next week's festivities. A special shout out to Lionel and the entire team at PV versus Everybody for allowing us to utilize their footage and get an inside look at this year's team. Please go subscribe to their YouTube link in the description below and enjoy this behind-the-scenes look at Prairie View A&M football.
know what it is, man. This is Lionel, class of 2009, back with another episode of PV versus everybody. And today, we got the first spring scrimmage of the spring season. And so we about to lock it in the stadium, go talk with a couple players, a couple coaches, right, and see how everything's been going and how we've been building thus far. Because listen, we about to host the SWAC championship this year right here at Panther Stadium. Let's get it.
Outside, I got God on my side. Me and the Lord aligned, so why would you try? Tried to take my life, but I wasn't ready to die. Shot a name to the sky, you know the Lord divine. We outside.
So first spring scrimmage you guys just completed, right? How do y'all feel about just the linebacker room in general right now through the first couple of weeks of the spring?
I feel like us as a linebacker group, I feel like we all play extremely fast to the ball. I feel like we do good on our assignments. I think we are the energy of the group. I think when somebody got their head down, we're the ones that pick them up. And then when we got everybody in one chord, then it's hard to stop us.
Like he said, just the energy. We bring the energy, and then we got the most of the vets on the team, so we're the most experienced. So we just keep it together and make sure everybody else on point.
Yeah, boom squad, baby. You know what we do. You know how we coming, booming every day, all day.
Nah, that's what's up. What are you guys most excited about as far as playing in this defense?
We mostly excited about the new guys coming in. We got new guys, we got new D linemen, new DBs that can help us out. We want to say hi to Jay. We got to say hi to Jay.
What's going on, Jay?
Hopefully he can help us out a little bit. Yeah, that's Lil Boom.
Lil Boom.
Yeah, Lil Boom. But yeah, we like our new guys coming in to help us out, and we trying to get back to the state. I mean, to the championship.
And our DC, Coach Rock, which our position coach too. I think he a good DC, man. You know, he bring a lot of juice, a lot of energy. He a younger coach, so it's kind of easier to relate to him and click with him. So just the energy he bring, we think we'll be good this year.
Dope, man. Well, I appreciate y'all. Any last words y'all got just for PV Nation overall?
Tune in.
Watch us. Yeah, tune in.
Come support, man. We need all y'all.
April 13th,
PV versus everybody. Support the channel.
Hey, man. Tell them, let them know. All right, man. Appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Hey, so obviously, right now, just had the first spring scrimmage, right? You know what I'm saying? Had a couple weeks out here. What are you liking, and what are you most excited about with this group of players out here you got on the defense?
I think this defense in particular, man, we got good chemistry. We got a group that we started off with at the end of the year that's now back. Of course, we missing maybe 2 linebackers off last year's team, 1 defensive lineman off last year's team, but everybody else is back. So these guys kind of know each other. They know the expectation of the program. They know how I am now as the defensive coordinator. And when we come out here, on most days, we have been a very, very dominant defensive unit. So that's kind of like what I like about the group so far this spring.
Oh man, and talking with some of the linebacker team, the boom squad, as they call them, right? You know what I'm saying? They were saying, man, they were super excited to be able to play with you, right? They feel like you really connect with the players. What is it, in you and your personality, right, that you feel like helps you connect with the defense so much like that?
First of all, I take a lot from when I was actually playing, as well as playing in this conference, man. I know what this conference is about. I know what playing the game is about. I know the type of attitude, the little nuances that you must have to play this game, and I try to instill that into my guys. I'm a ball of energy. They know the expectation for me is very, very high. If I don't get it, I'm gonna get it. So they know that. So the expectation is there. And at the end of the day, they know it's love. They know Coach gonna coach really hard, but Coach is there for them as well. So that's kind of my stance on how I attack my team as a coach.
Nah, that's what's up, man. And any last words, man, you just got for PV Nation as a whole?
Yeah, we're expecting great things. I think this team right here is really, really hungry for a championship. We're really hungry to get back. We're making the necessary strides to get back, and we won't quit until we get it done.
All right, so Coach Lemke, man, obviously New Year, spring here, super excited. How do you feel the DB room is looking right now, coming after these first couple of weeks of the spring?
Sure, the big thing is we're progressing, and that's what spring's for, is developing the guys, taking it from where we ended the season at, and getting them to be better, and focusing on the fine details and tuning things up. We've got a group that's been here through the whole back end. In my corner room, The guys that I have now, I've only brought one new guy in. So we've been here, we know the system. Now it's about fine-tuning things and getting them to play at that next level.
Obviously, you guys had a game last year where, I mean, you literally didn't give up any yards passing, right? You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you can't expect that every game, right? But what are some things that you see that you guys can tweak that push you guys more toward what we saw that game last year?
Sure. A big part of that is the defense as a whole. You know, you got the D-line getting the pass rush, you got linebackers fitting the gaps, and throughout the week the whole defense did a great job understanding what we were going to see on Saturday, communicating and all that. So that was a defensive whole effort from staff all the way through the players through the whole game. So, you know, it looks great for the secondary, but that's everybody involved right there. But to get us to play at that higher level, it's finding the 6 inches in our game and buying them back. It's getting crisp in our breaks. It's understanding splits and alignments, who's on the ball, who's off the ball, where the back is, and really understanding the game of football. And then the last part is fixing everything we need through individual, carrying the individual drills over to practice, and then understanding that game time is no different than practice.
Yeah.
It's just different people running routes, different people running the ball and blocking, and there's more people in the stands yelling at them.
Oh, that's important. So you're just really stacking one thing and getting the players to understand that, hey, this drill we're doing in practice literally translates to the game. And once they understand that, that's why you say, right, you got to practice like you play.
Absolutely. And that's one thing we do in our room is, hey, what drill is this? As we're watching practice film, game film, hey, what drill is this? What drill is this? So now it correlates in their mind, and they understand the importance of everything we're doing and how it all builds. And it's all teaching progressions. You know, take them from what level they're at, get them to the next level once they're there, understand what's next, and keep everything in the room and on the field progressing. So when we come to fall time, they're going to look at it and say, these guys are completely different than they were December 2nd of 23.
Yeah, that's dope, man. Any last words you got for PV Nation as a whole?
I got PV Nation. Hey, come out and support us. We're excited about it. We're putting in the work out here. Come fall time, we want everybody up in these stands.
Hey, let's get it. So just coming in, man, in the spring, obviously it's the first spring scrimmage. You guys been here for 2 weeks now. How do you feel that the offense has been coming along as a whole so far?
Yeah, we're finding the expectation that we have to reach. We're getting there. We're working every day. We're really just building a bond between each other, knowing our chemistry and relationships. We still have some things we need to work on, just little stuff, but that all comes with learning a new offense. But all together, we're going in the right way. We're trending in the right direction. So
that's dope, man. And obviously, you know, being in the QB room where you got Jaden in there with you specifically, you know, how good is that having somebody there that you guys can kind of push each other, you know, and compete, so both of you guys are at your best?
I feel like it works. It works well because we both kind of we're similar. We play alike. We're good friends. So, and we all have it's a good little bond in the QB room. So I feel like it's all worked for the better.
And last thing, what's the most exciting thing about playing in this offense that Coach Weed is bringing to you guys this year?
Man, throwing the ball. I feel like throwing the ball downfield, taking shots, and really keeping the defense on their toes. And
Any last words you got for PV Nation?
Oh yeah, let's get ready to rock out. We got this spring game coming up, and we're gonna be ready. And y'all come out and support, and let's do it.
So Jaden, man, obviously this is gonna be your second year now with the team. How do you feel the offense has been progressing so far during these 2 weeks of spring practice?
Just from the 2 weeks of spring practice that we've had so far, I feel like we've come we have a long way to go, but we've come a mighty long way, if you get what I mean. It hasn't been an easy start for us to get going, you know, with new guys coming in, with a lot of guys that were seniors last year leaving. And we have a lot of new guys coming in, getting to learn our teammates, along with getting to learn our coach as well with the system that he has for us to run. So I feel like we're making strides. You know, we still have a very long way to go, but we're making strides that we need to head into the right direction. So.
That's awesome. What is most exciting about this new offense that Coach Whedon is bringing to you guys this year?
The explosiveness, getting guys the football in space, being able to stretch the field vertically, horizontally, you know, being able to just do different things with the football, putting us as quarterbacks in the right position, you know, to make plays and get our guys the ball.
Nah, that's what's up, man. And how does it feel? You know, I know we talked with Cam earlier. How does it feel you having both of you guys in the room to be able to really push each other, right, to be the best that both of you guys
Yes,
can
sir. It's great to have a guy like Cam in the same room with amongst me as well. You know, great competition, great guy, great leader as well. You know, I got to give credit when credit is due. You know, so we just try to take what we can and learn from each other and build on top of it. You know, whether if it's something that I struggle with or something he struggles with, you know, we try to help each other along, keep encouraging each other because shoot, we're on the same team at the end of the day and we have the same ultimate goal, which is the SWAC championship.
Nah, that's for sure. And I've seen some big explosive plays even from you just this morning, right?
Yes,
so any last words you got for PV Nation just as a whole?
PV Nation, hey, the air show coming, 30 for 30 coming, just a long defense, man. So hey, be prepared for a show this season, most definitely.
So man, coming to the first spring game right now, spring scrimmage, right? You know what I'm saying? You guys had a couple weeks in the spring so far. How do you feel like spring has been going so far for you guys?
I feel like it's definitely a work in progress every day, but I know we want to come out here and try to put something better on tape each and every day and kind of just stack days on top of days and see what we get at the end of this.
Obviously, man, you're a really dynamic player, obviously, right? What's most exciting for you about playing in this new offense that Coach Whedon is bringing?
Naturally, I would just say being able to feel useful, or more so just being an asset towards the team and being able to give just about any and everything that I have as an athlete. First of all, I like the new creativity of it. I know we have a lot of different ways to get athletes the ball, to get people guys basically the ball in space. But like I said, it's honestly a blessing to be able to be an asset to the program or be an asset on this side of the ball, which is offense. You know what I'm saying? I love to be able to feel like I'm actually helping put an effort towards the team.
Nah, that's dope. And man, I know you got a dope personality. We've seen some of your stuff, you know what I'm saying, offline. What you got working on offline that maybe people don't know about, you know what I'm saying, about Chris Herring?
So I kind of been just, you know what I'm saying, showing people the side of me that's off the field. Like you said, the personality side, like a lot of people normally see what goes on Saturdays at the game or maybe just in pregame, but I just feel like I have a lot more to bring to the game, not just on the field, but I feel like my off-the-field personality is something that kind of embodies who I am as a person, you know what I'm saying? I like to have fun, I like to smile, and I like to see other people around me have fun and smile. So I feel like I approach my daily life the same way, you know what I'm saying? I'm always an outgoing person. I love to talk. If you can't tell, I love to talk. And just basically be the guy that people can feel comfortable around.
Nah, that's dope, man. Appreciate you. Any last words you got just for PV Nation as a whole?
Come out and support. It's a big year for us. We're going to need all the support we can get. Go Panthers.
So, man, we just got through the first 2 weeks of spring practice, obviously the first spring scrimmage. What are you most excited about with this group that you've been seeing so far in these last 2 weeks?
Man, just the buy-in. At the end of the day, man, it's the buy-in. We got a vision. The kids are seeing the thing getting put together, and I'm excited. I'm super excited about the buy-in. The kids out here, you know, going out here, making plays, buying into our culture. And at the end of the day, man, that's all I'm looking for, is them to be able to buy into a vision that's bigger than themselves. And we've been doing that. And so I can take the results, whatever they lie.
Nah, that's what's up. And I know, obviously, you know, within that, the offensive scheme, right, you got different rooms, right? Talk a little bit about the different rooms that you have, right, and what you've been seeing from each of those rooms separately.
Yeah, well, separately, as a collective, they all been competitive. I just want to be able to say that. Every room that we have is a competitive room. You look at the quarterback room, and you look at Jaden, and you look at Cam. They've been doing a great job of helping each other, being brotherly as they battle. You know, at the end of the day, they're in a position battle, but I'm seeing calmness. I'm seeing some poise in there, and I'm loving what I'm seeing from the quarterback room. Running back room as well. You got Wisham, you have Chunky. Those guys have been even killed inside that room. Been a great spirits just to be around. And I see a lot from our running back room where they can be competitive. You can throw Scooter in there as well. Just our new kid coming from Northwestern State. Been really, really good to be around those guys, and they're all skillful. You look at your receiver room, and you know, it's a lot of guys in there, a lot of different body types. You got Raheem, you got Shamar, you got Coop. You got guys out there, Chris Herring, that play the slot. You got outside guys. You got guys that can blow the top off with spillers. So it's been a good room to be able to grab a hold of and be able to see what they can do and put them in positions to be successful. When you look at the tight end room, you got more fullback body types in there. You got a kid who's really been great for us, Jace Madlock, coming to us from Alabama State. I've really loved working with him. You had David that's already been here, and then you have Sean. So all all of those kids have been competitive, and they all have their quirks and what they can be great at. Of course, they're working on their weaknesses, but my job is to be able to put them in position to be strength. And no team is good without their O-line. And I feel like our O-line has been solid. Coach Green has been really getting after them. I feel like we're getting our depth right, being able to go out there and be too deep, and being able to look to add more talent in all of those rooms, to be honest. My job is to make them competitive. Their job is to go out there and win the job, and so far, so good. So I'm excited.
That's dope, man. And any last words you just got for PV Nation just as a whole?
Man, come out and see us. Man, come out and join us, man. I think you got a really, really good buzz out here, but I don't want to say that. I want you guys to be able to come out and see it for yourself. So April 13th, we got a whole bunch of events. I want you guys to be able to come out, join us, and let's have some fun.
Opportunity, right?
Can't miss your opportunities. You know what I mean?
They can help us out. We want to say hi to Javen. You got to say hi to Javen.
What's going on, Javen?
That's it.
Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Panther Sports Zone. We would like to give a special thanks to Lionel Mosby and would highly recommend to subscribe to his YouTube channel. And so this concludes our today's episode. My name is Joshua Fontenot.
And I'm Joshua Howard.
And stay tuned for more episodes of Panther Sports Zone. We see you there.